I will still meet them in Stamford Bridge. By then you will see the reason why I'm called the world champion. Okay. By the time I catch them, listen to me, listen good. By the time I catch them in Stamford Bridge, they will understand. That's first of all, I must give you examples. PAG lost their first match when they played in Emirates 2-0. They went on to win the Champions League. Chelsea lost their match to Flamingos 3-1. They went on to win the World Club Cup. Argentina lost their first match to Saudi Arabia. They went on to win the World Cup.
As a Chelsea fan, we want to look into this Chelsea-Bayern Munich game. I know you will not be feeling happy this morning.
I'm okay.
I can see how you are looking this morning. I'm okay.
First of all, there was a tactical blunder. Reece James had no business in that midfield. That's my own opinion. I would have preferred a Reece James playing from the right back as usual. Then Fernandes coming to his usual wing. Then you play somebody like either Garnacho or Estavo to complement that attack. But the coach made that tactical blunder, which exposed our midfield so much that you could even see that Caicedo didn't really play well, you know. And where Enzo played, he was making a whole lot of mistakes there. So I could seriously believe that was what affected Chelsea. But 3-1 is not a bad result. And again, I strongly believe that we were playing with the 12-man Bayern against the 11-man Chelsea. You understand? Because the referee was on the side of the Bayern. You understand? We had lots of calls. Jonathan Tah had no business in that game. He was supposed to have been recorded right from the first half. But all those calls were not made. You understand me? So I strongly believe that Enzo Maresca had a tactical problem in that game. So that was what gave Bayern the win.
Okay. From your analysis, this show is all about in-depth analysis so that the viewers who are watching can understand more about the football, so that they can see this game from a different perspective where they did not think of. So that is why we are different in this podcast. But firstly, I would like you guys to share, comment, like our podcast. If you feel or there's anything that you know that we can improve on, you can as well write it on the comment section while we continue. Then you can also help us to share to improve us more and more. Now, from that, let's go back to the game. You are talking about the referee. Jonathan Tah committed that foul from the halfway. I have never seen a game where such event.
That wasn't that. It wasn't that offense that I'm talking about. The initial offense he had, the initial foul he had on Pedro was supposed to have been yellow carded, and the referee did not do that. It was the second event, the second foul that
led to Kopama's goal.
Yes, it was the second foul that led to the first yellow card that he had. And you could remember that when they were coming out from the dressing room, the coach had to substitute him, knowing fully well that he had already done what he asked him to come and do.
So the coach, company asked Jonathan Tah to come and kill your player.
I didn't say that. No, listen to me. I didn't say that. He said he should come and kill João Pedro. He had already done the assignment he wanted him to do. So by silencing João Pedro, yes.
So from your perspective now, what really went wrong with Chelsea in that team?
What I'm saying, what really went on was the midfield. Reece James was not supposed to have played in that midfield, in that pivotal role together with Enzo and with Caicedo. Had it been Enzo Fernandez played the usual position he plays with Caicedo, they would have played better.
But in World Cup, I believe Enzo played such position too in World Cup for Argentina. The same role.
He can play the same role with Argentine national team, because Argentine national team, they have that player in the attack, in the midfield, that can complement that midfield seriously.
Okay, let's hear from the Bayern fan. Good morning.
Good morning.
As a Bayern fan, I know you'll be very happy.
Very, very happy.
Very excited.
Very, very happy.
So from your perspective, how do you see the game? And what did you think that the company did right in that game?
All right. So first of all, two things. First thing is that all Chelsea fans always sound alike. Complain and excuse is their order of the day. Secondly, I have to agree for the first time with a Chelsea fan. Chelsea made a very big tactical blunder. Why? As a Bayern fan, I know the loopholes in my team. First of all, Bayern is playing without a muzzle in the midfield pairing Kimmich. Okay. Joshua Kimmich is a deep line playmaker. He needed someone like a muzzle around him, because him and Goretzka, they work hand in hand. Goretzka is a box-to-box muzzle, put in the tackles, break down the attack and everything, while Kimmich is a deep line playmaker. But today they paired Kimmich with Pavlovic, who is not a muscle. He's a playmaker like him, a player like him. So definitely there was a hole in that midfield that only someone who knows how to interpret space would take advantage of. And that person is no other person than Kopama. Kopama would have played best as a cam behind Pedro. So that as he's in the middle, he can see his left, right, front, back. He can see everybody around him. But put him on the right wing, you are limiting him to just the striker, midfielder, right back. You get my point? So you are limiting him to one side of the pitch.
But don't you think that Chelsea used Kopama on the wing side because they wanted James Rees and Casido to contain that midfield for Chelsea?
They can't contain the midfield because 2 man is not enough to contain a Bayern midfield. Bayern have fluidity in their team. Do you see how Kane will drop back? Naby will drop back. They will drop to the midfield and be playing. Then you see runners Olise and Diaz will be running in between or behind the lines. Did you see that? So it was too much for Casido. Casido could not even come forward past the halfway line because they choke him for that midfield. They no fit confront. You understand? So, and again, Bayern were playing without natural wing backs. Stanisic is not a left back. Konrad Laimer is not a right back. Laimer is a midfielder converted to a right back, same as Stanisic. So those guys are always going to invert. They will play as inverted wing backs. So it's important that Chelsea that have played natural wingers that have pace, trickiness, speed to beat those Bayern wing backs. That is, and Neto was doing well because he was disturbing Laimer, but they are paired in with Estavo Willian in that first half to cause trouble. But Palmer is tricky, yes. He's very, very smart, but he's not pacey. And pace is needed to beat your wing backs. You can see how Olise was dealing with Cucurella. Nearly one chop in head. Olise finished him. You understand? Olise was controlling the tempo. Sometimes he will calm down. Sometimes he will lay pass. Was doing flicks. Enjoying himself on that right wing because he's a natural winger. And even that Chelsea goal came as a result of they broke a counter attack and then they gave to Palmer and then Palmer had the space. If not, Chelsea have seen nothing, zero in that game. It was controlled by Bayern from beginning till end.
So from what you saw from Bayern Munich, can you say that Bayern are ready to take this Champions League? With their performance against Chelsea?
Bayern is ready to win all the 6 trophies. Only if they do not re-establish or they don't reinforce their team by January. Because to be very honest, Bayern played without 3 starting 11. Afonso Davies is on injury, natural left back, the best left back in the world. Then
that's
we have
what you think.
The best left back in the world. Take it to the bank, anywhere. Leon Goretzka did not start, which is the muscle that Kimmich plays with. Okay, he's not fit. Okay. So since last year injury, he's not fit. Then Joma Muslera, the best cam in the world, better than Kopama, better than Jude Bellingham, the best cam in the world, did not start. So Bayern were even beating them. That must be like 4-0, 5-0. Because if you even look at itself, even when Olise missed that goal, that was so lackadaisical.
So after the victory, what do you think that Bayern did not do right, but unfortunately Chelsea did not take advantage of it? So what do you think, or what would you like Company to put in place in case they are going for another stronger team?
So I would like Company to make sure that Bayern has a defensive midfielder, because that Kopama goal, because there was nobody in the middle. Palmer scored from the middle.
But you have Kimmich there.
He's not a defensive midfielder. Kimmich is a deep line playmaker. He's like Vitinha. You understand? Like Vitinha. People that drop back, like Adrepilo. They drop back, they go and registers. They drop back and they lay passes. He's not a Gattuso. He's not a cut-leg midfielder.
Okay, let's go to Chelsea fan again. Mr. Kema, from this analysis of the Bayern fan, what do you say that Chelsea need to do or to put in place for Chelsea to recover from this loss against Bayern?
Just playing the players in their natural position. And you could understand that Kopama just came back from injury. It was not that too fit to have started the game. But kudos to him that he started. And what the coach really needs to do is to put his acts together. Play the right players at the right positions. And tell them to take their chances as at when due. Because in that match, we had about 3 chances that we would have buried. But but it didn't work out that way. Bayern, that he said, the three goals that they scored, one was as a result of an own goal. The second one wasn't a penalty, but given to them as a penalty. The third one was a defensive error from Mario Gusto. So I didn't see any spectacular game that the Bayern Munich played. You understand? Just that my midfield was porous. That was why they had to take their chances, and lucky enough they had their chances. But this is a league game. We still have some more matches to play. I will still meet them in Stamford Bridge. By then you will see the reason why I'm called the world champion. Okay. By the time I catch them, listen to me and listen good. By the time I catch them in Stamford Bridge, they will understand. First of all, I must give you examples. PAG lost their first match when they played in Emirates 2-0. They went on to win the Champions League. Chelsea lost their match to Flamingos 3-1. They went on to win the World Club Cup. Argentina lost their first match to Saudi Arabia. They went on to win the World Cup. So I'm telling you that Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, Blue, we are the fire, we are the fight, we are the Lions, we are the world champion.
Daboski.